Well, I have some explaining to do. This is the replacement for the Samurai. I think it's pretty badass. It's gonna be, already is. So the story, try to keep it short. Samurai, I just kind of outgrew it. It's only got one extra seat, which I was aware of when I built it, but life is kind of going to be changing here in the next years. So I wanted to get something that is streetable, something I can like drive to work on Fridays, not have to load on a trailer if I don't have to, hit some highway. So the Samurai kind of limited me in these things, and it was kind of getting to me. I love the Samurai. I'm really proud of building that, considering my first build. But it was kind of time to move on to something else. So this truck here is my girlfriend's Toyota. She's owned it for maybe 10 years or something like that. I think she bought it kind of as is. It's already got the 3/4 swap done to it. I think it's got 529 gears. I don't know if it's locked or not. Honestly, I haven't done a whole lot of work to it. Just been busy with house stuff and work, but it's time to kind of get going on it because it needs some work. It's sat for 7 years, and it's got a really bad exhaust leak on the Y pipe, so that's got to come out. I got to patch that. The clutch is all dried up, so the pedals at the floor. Brakes were seized, so I'm going to be working on getting new calipers and pads in the front, and do like a fluid flush on everything, and then just kind of get it running and driving again. But beyond that, it's kind of going to take the same place as what the Samurai was, but be able to drive it on the road. So right now, like I said, it's currently not running. I mean, it runs, it starts and drives. Or sorry, it doesn't drive. It runs, it does not drive. Can't drive it anywhere with the bad clutch, obviously, and no brakes. So we got it fired up after 7 years of sitting. It had some pretty bad mildew inside. There was some rats living in the glove box. So I don't know if there's any sort of wiring damage or not, but regardless, it needs a little bit of tune up. It's a really nice truck. It's actually pretty straight for the most part. The backside, bedside on both sides has a dent, which no big deal. You know, the Samurai wasn't really good on anything, but yeah, it's got a pretty good sized dent on the backside there. Headache rack's kind of cool. I might keep that. I don't know. But the basic plan is really with how tall it's already sitting, might get some 40-inch IROCs. Just find a deal somewhere. I think these might be close to a 35, maybe like 34, 33 with BF Goodrich. They always run small. But find some cheap tires, get it running, at least be able to take it up into the snow this year since it is winter time and it's starting to creep up on me, and I need to get this thing going so I have something to drive in. So the Samurai is already shipped off to my buddy Joey's house. He's actually my neighbor's son, really good friend of mine. He's the one that actually helped put the 3/4 in and get it wired up and started. He's always really loved it, and if I ever sold it, he said to hit him up. And deal's working out where, you know, sometime in March-ish it'll be fully his, but I just parked it at his house and get out of my hair, leave some room to work on this thing. So that's kind of the gist. Like I said, it's just I want something I can drive more of. I maybe went out in the Samurai like 4 or 5 times last year, and 4 of them were snow. Went to Utah in May. But yeah, other than that, it's just kind of, I miss the old roots of being able to hop in and drive and be able to use it more, get more bang for your buck. And I know where the Samurai is going. It's going in great hands. He's going to tune, probably put some coilovers on it, and that's as much as I know, but I think it's going to stay pretty much the way it is, which is nice. I mean, he knows everything I did to it. I'm not like a, you know, top fabricating professional builder by any means, but you know, if it needs any tweaking, I fully understand. It was kind of my first go at full teardown. So that is the story, and I hope you guys aren't too upset with me, but I got to do what I got to do, and you know, it's going to be a great project. Wintertime's coming around. It's dark at 5 o'clock, and I don't like sitting watching TV till it's bedtime. I need something to do in the shop. So this is going to take its place of my time. I am going to probably send it to his house and have him do the Y pipe. Kind of do a little bit of trade labor, cut him a little bit of a better deal for helping getting this thing going. But yeah, I mean, most everything else I'm going to try and do by myself, at least before I get shipping it to his house. I got to do calipers and pads. That's easy. I just need to put those on. I'm going to do that today once I get this in the shop with the help of my tractor. It's always nice to have something to drag things around. And then the carrier bearing is shot, so that's going to need replaced. That thing's super loose, so definitely need that replaced. I already went through and did like a new fuel filter, got the old gas out of the tank, and then we got it started, and it sounds like shit. It's like it's misfiring. It's obviously got a really bad exhaust leak, so I'm gonna leave that kind of stuff up to Joey, like I said, to kind of save him some money from buying the Samurai, and then also too, it's just something I don't have to do right now because I got some other stuff going on around the house, so that'll work out nice. And then when I get it back, I can actually drive it, so that'll be really convenient. Other than that, yeah, I think I got the clutch part, the new clutch master cylinder, so those bushings I'm assuming are just dried up, and obviously not surprised with sitting for 7 years, and then being in the Northwest, it's very wet, so the top of the corner of the window is seeping some water in there, and so I had to reseal that up, and it needs new carpet. I'm gonna get some PRP seats someday. You know, obviously once it's up and running and everything's working, I can start working on the bumpers and sliders and winch, and then, you know, what I want to do for a cage, if I want to do interior or exterior. I don't know if I want it to be a full-blown, like you look at it and it's a straight up like Northwest crawler wheeler. I kind of like the appearance of it being clean, and the body is very straight. I mean, the hood, the side of the truck, I think it was like at one point all repainted, and then, you know, throughout its life it was used, and so it got banged up on the back of the bed, which is typical. Not surprised. So you know, maybe someday it'll get a new bed or something. I don't know. I haven't really decided if I want to make it like, you know, the nice truck, and I don't want to bang it up too bad. But you know, you never know, things change. So I think my favorite thing about this truck is actually, it reminds me a lot of my very first car, which was a 1988 Toyota extended cab, black, had 35s with, I think, a 2-inch lift. I ripped the fenders off those things like all the time, but I was 16. I got it for an 8th grade graduation present from my dad, and it was his brothers who passed away, and that truck's after 10 years. And anyways, I was super stoked to have a truck, or a car in general, when I did get my license in 16. And gosh, that was a long time ago. And so now it's kind of ironic. I've met someone that's got basically the same truck, but a little bit newer, a little nicer, You know, Creature Comforts, it can be hooked up with AC, which obviously is a plan to have the AC up and running. Yeah, so it's almost identical, just nicer, you know. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I know it's just another Toyota build, and there's, you know, some awesome fabricators that I just been kind of picking ideas from. You know, with my tool set and my skill set, all I got is a grinder, Porter band. I think that's actually broken, so I need to get another one of those. But like, I don't have a nice, you know, really badass shop. You know, I try and do everything I can with what I got, which is, I think, what most people kind of deal with, and that's the boat I'm in. So it's kind of going to be the same thing as a Samurai. It won't be very extravagant, top-notch stuff to watch. So if there's other stuff you want to watch, I don't blame you. I watch it too. So it is, it's just fun to kind of document this stuff and, you know, see the progress and take ideas from people. And if there's anything I can learn, I'm always up for learning how to do stuff better. So that's kind of the deal. It's a nice truck. I think its name is Black Betty. I don't know if it'll stick or not. That's what she's named it. I think we named it like Big Old Bitch or something. That one might stick, or like B.O.B. Bob. Might be Bob. Who knows? Project Bob might stick. We'll see. But stick tuned. Stick around if you want. And sorry it's been a while. Things have been a little different lately, and the Samurai's gone, and work and the house and stuff. Life gets a little bit in the way, and you get back to my roots, you know, do something that's kind of what I like to do, working out in the shop instead of watching freaking TV all the time. Gotta snap out of that shit, guys. It's not good for you. So with that, that's all I've got. And yeah, stay tuned, and I'll just kind of post things as they seem interesting to document. Take care, guys.
Tell me your tale, do you see the road? I'm out to my soul, and tell me the size whenever the smoke clear out of my face and my picture perfect.